everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Bills coming in at 6-0, going up against the Jaguars, who come in at 4-2. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners are 4 of 5 before that. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They go play action here on first down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fournette fighting through. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker, because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". Able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Play clock winding down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 190. 190. 55.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Ohio.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Cornerback A.J. Boye matched work ethic with development and became one of the most sought-after free agents in the 2017 class. Former number 4 corner in Houston, became a starter in 2016, and has tremendous ball skills that'll serve him well in the future.
Switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
He got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down and just 1.
Back round. Here we go.
The play clock's running down.
Delaying game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Looking to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Second down, here's Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Encroachment defense.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Finding some room at midfield. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, it's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Black round. Black round.
They'll look to throw here. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
What? None.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go. Grand 38. Black round. Black round.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
So that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now the try here for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
But right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
We'll see if he can do just that. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sullivan. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Finding room inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal from the 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
It's just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Bortles. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Bills secondary has done a good job to slow down the passing game so far. The Jaguars really did a good job in that area last week, but yardage-wise, they're not making the same kind of impression in today's game. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Bills taking control early in the first. Gonzalez is going to haul in the pass, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. They'd end up coming away with nothing on the drive. Late in the second, Sullivan's wide open here on the catch, and he goes in for 6. The Bills go up by 4. Staying late in the half, Robinson's by himself here, and it leads to a touchdown. The Jags up by a field goal. Still a little time left on the clock. It's going to be a run play here. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The lead grows to 4. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's go. White, nine. White, nine. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bills on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on,
run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Like pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action. They'll throw under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Preston Brown able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And now running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On play action, now Bortles. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And the Bills have recovered.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback at 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And incomplete on the deep ball. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside. And Fournette loses it. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
To throw is Bortles. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
Still first down.
less of a field goal attempt for him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play here for the Bills. 58 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, That's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Completes it to Lee. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it again with Fournette. Shifts by him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Here we go now.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he slides to avoid the hit. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Bortles got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Flex Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Bills. And even 40 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. There we go with 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Ohio! Let's go! Ohio!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now with 1:50. Two to go. We get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is going to be no good. That was short. Not even on target either, but it was short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Bortles again. And he It's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The offense on third down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Bortles now to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Let's go.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
you.